All right, I'm here with Danny de Oliveira. Danny, welcome to SA Boxing Talk, the real boxing. You are the main man in the gym here. Obviously, you would have come into the sport well known with DJ Krill, obviously as one of your best friends. How do you feel about this year, 2025?
What's up, Aiden? Thanks for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Like I said, off camera, it's one of my goals. One of my goals when starting out was to be on SA Boxing Talk, so this is very sick. How I feel about the year, I think this is going to be my year. I think a lot of people don't know me in the game. I'm fresh, new, but this year I think I'm going to make a name for myself, I rate.
You've been making a name for yourself, most certainly in the amateur ranks. You've built up a young team, a young stable of boxers. Can you tell us a little bit more about the program that you have been running here at the gym?
So I've got a stable of 15 amateur fighters at the moment, graded. I'd say 8 of them are dedicated and train every day. We just started last year. I think I only got my amateur coaching license in April, if I'm not mistaken. So we started fighting then. I had 37 amateur fights last year, 24 wins. 13 losses. I think at least half of those I could have got the decision, but these things happen, it's boxing. Everybody actually shits on the amateur system in the country, but I'm loving it, I won't even lie. It's probably one of the coolest experiences of my life so far, being in the amateur system. Like I said, 37 fights in the corner, coming out on top actually. And when I walk in that place and they see the real boxing, they know.
The first time I would have seen you, you were with DJ Krill, but not only that, I also saw you in the amateur boxing ring yourself many moons ago, and that obviously translates into the whole coaching game for you. You obviously felt like you were passionate about the sport. But let's go back to those days when you were a boxer. How did you feel getting in the ring, and how did everything play out for you?
So I started boxing when I was like 13 years old. Trained very hard. I mean, me and you were amateur in the same year. I did a lot of weigh-ins, but only fought once in total. I had 2 white collars, say that. Actually fought former professional heavyweights, so like Luke Sutherland. Fought him in a white collar, he beat my ass actually. Then I fought Warren LaRue at the Southern Giants. I mean, boxing has been with me so from that age. I went professional in 2019. I signed a couple contracts, thought I could make it. Things didn't work out, then COVID happened. So I said bye to the sport of boxing and I just focused on working. And then 2 years ago, DJ messaged me, said, "Hey bro, I need some assistance on the mitts. I know you were good at mitts back then. Let's work." And here I am today in my own gym. So things worked out. I made boxing my life somehow. Without actually fighting, I made boxing my life. So that's a blessing, I guess.
And you mentioned obviously your partnership as well with DJ Krill, because you guys were business partners as well at one stage. But more importantly, you guys came into the sport as friends, and you started doing work with him, and he was sort of your entry into the sport. How do you feel now about going on your own and really giving it a go?
Well, yes, DJ is actually the door that opened for me. Yeah, he put me in the spotlight basically, right there, assistant to a former world champion. So it was massive, like that was huge, and I owe him a lot for that. But we are best friends. I've been best friends with DJ all my life. I've known him since I was 5 years old. So I guess I don't know him anything, But yeah, when I'm on my own, it's difficult. I won't lie. Like I'm navigating things still. Like I built the amateur team. I've got a couple of pros with me now. We're starting, so that's why I say this year I think I'm going to make a big splash in the professional ranks with my fighters. I think we're going to do good. I'm excited. That's what I am. I'm really excited to get going. I won't even lie.
Maybe if you could just introduce us to some of the professional boxers that you'll be representing this year that you're going to bring out and we'll be seeing on our television screens.
I got a young boy, Liam Fox. He actually owns a gym down the road here. We work together. We've been working together. He actually had an injury towards the end of last year, so he took a little break. We're getting back to work now. And the other one, I don't want to say anything too soon. You obviously know who it is. That'll come out within a little bit of time. Yeah, I can't say right now, not yet.
And I see from time to time you do pass by the Hotbox Gym and you get some work in with the guys there, but also you like to also watch and I suppose learn from the guys that side. What's your relationship like with that gym?
100%. So I try to go to the Hotbox Gym as much as I can, to be honest. Colin is like my role model, if that's a thing. Like I look up to him as an idol. Like I want to be where he is one day. That's the goal. I think Colin is probably the best trainer this country will ever see. I think he's only getting better, winning more world titles. And yeah, I love to learn. So I would like to be in the shadows behind Colin and try and learn as much as I can.
What's your personal goals this year? Besides the professional stuff, maybe, you know, with the gym, anything you want to accomplish?
I got something cool. I got 6 amateur boys that are going to be fighting in the championships this year. And I'd like all of them to win a medal, whether it's bronze, silver, or gold. I think they can all win gold. Honestly, I do believe in them. I think I got talented boys. But yes, I'd like to walk out of this year with 6 amateur champions, and then obviously my professionals doing some work. So I'd like to make a big statement in the sense of fighting. That's so the gym. Obviously, I'd always wanted to grow. That's always the goal. Always the goal to make more money. But in terms of fighting, I want my boys to come out there on top.
And you are based here in the Boksburg area, and how do people reach out to you if they want to join the gym and, you know, come into this great facility right here?
The best way to go in is social media. I mean, we're on Instagram, The Real Boxing and Fitness, Facebook, same. So find us on either one of those, give me a DM and come train.
And obviously, where you are now, it's a very spacious place. I think from my times here, at least, I always want to come visit the Real Boxing, obviously. But for you and your amateur side of things, are you the coach, or is there another coach that you have? Can you tell us who complements that?
So it's me and Jan Bergman. Those are the 2 coaches in the amateur team. So I'm the head coach and Jan is my assistant. Well, assistant, a former world champion. I mean, I can't really say he's my assistant. He's there to guide the young boys. As a former world champion, he's been there. He's done everything that these boys are trying to do. So we have him part of the team. And then, yeah, like that's us 2 as the amateurs. And then in the pros, it's just me at the moment.
Okay, so the pro game, you're going to make a splash this time. Liam Fox, is he one of the guys that will definitely fight maybe a few times this year?
I'm hoping so, yes. I want him to fight this year. I'd like to get him out 2 or 3 times if I can. Obviously, I know how things work, but I do see some new promotions coming out, some big things happening for boxing in South Africa, so hoping to get them out as much as I can. I say 2 or 3 times, but that's really little for a first year as a professional. If we could push as much as 4 or 5 times, I would like to get them out. Both him and the other guy. The other guy's 2 and 0 in the pros. Like I say, I can't really mention anything yet. Everything is done on our side. It's just an official announcement, I guess, for his former trainer and stuff. So,
do you see yourself having any rivals in the training space?
My only competition is me. I'm only trying to be better than me. I don't see anybody else. I just see me. So in reality, I look at myself and I say, I'm going to be the best trainer in this country. That's my goal, and that's all I'm focused on. I don't look at anybody else. I mean, there is good trainers everywhere, but I just want to be a level above everybody.
You had a small stint in the UK as well at some points in your life, and you also, there was a part of boxing element there that was going to take part for you. Are you firmly rooted and based now in South Africa?
100%. I've lived in England, I've lived in Ireland, I've boxed in both countries, but no, my home is here. I love this place.
Okay. So we're expecting you to produce South African champions and so forth. We obviously need to have an injection in the sport. What's your thoughts on the new board that came in?
Honestly, I don't even know what's going on, to be honest. I look at it, I see it happening, but I'm not really involved in that. Hopefully they can because I've applied for my license, my professional boxing license, for 2 years now, and I've had to write some test or something like that, and I've been asking them and nothing's happened. So hopefully this year, with the new board, they can just give me my license so I can get out there in the corner and start working. That's my goal. So whoever's there, doesn't matter who's there, just get me my license and let's get things going. That's all. I think that the promotions are good. I mean, we've got Boxing 5. They're doing amazing work, so I want to work with them, hopefully. So yeah, I mean, we've got promoters that are putting out tournaments. I see now there's a new promotion coming out. I think Kevin's working with them. I just saw it on his Instagram this morning. Hopefully we can get on these shows and then these boys can fight, because that's all it's about. I think the more the boys fight, the better we'll be.
And besides DJ Krill, who you worked with, you also got on, I saw some social media stuff with Caden Truter last year it was. Is there any other pros that you have worked with?
I mean, of course, being in the Hotbox Gym, you're around those champions, and sometimes you get the opportunity to hold like a body bag for them, that body. You get to hold that. I mean, I did that with Sive, Lorato, Creed. I mean, I was around all these guys, so it was very cool to be a part of something, watch them in the camp, not really had any influence in their camp, but I get to be a part of that and just see how they work. So, I mean, I've seen all these champions, all these great young fighters. I mean, like Lerato was probably, for me, one of the best in the country. I know obviously he had that loss last year, but I still think he's probably one of the best. He's the best fighter without a world title for me in the country. So getting to watch him in camp, getting to watch his work ethic, getting to watch how they train. I mean, like I said, I've never worked with them physically and been a part of their team, but just watching these boys, it added something to me, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit of a extra spice, if you call it.
Okay, who's the best boxer you've ever trained?
DJ Krill. Is that even a question? Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think skill-wise, DJ Krill's the best fighter this country's got right now. I mean, in terms of technique, skill, all of that. And I'd say before the Alvarado loss, that he could have been the best to ever be in South Africa. After the Alvarado loss, things went a little bit different for him, but I think he can come back and win another world title or 2 or 3.
I'll ask you as a South African representative, because DJ Krill is currently based in the United States of America. How's he doing, and is there anything coming up for him?
There's nothing official. He's training hard every day. He's eating clean, speak to him a lot. I see big things for him. It's just finding that final end result, like let's get the fights going. That's all it is. So, I mean, he's training every day. He trains hard. He's doing good that side. And like I said to someone the other day, the best thing for him, because he always told me this, he always said to me, Danny, if you're the best in the room, you're in the wrong room. And I said to him, what are you doing here? I think you're the best in every room. So what are you doing here? You need to find that room that you're not the best in. And I think over there, he's mixing it up with champions. I mean, he's telling me now he's in the gym. There's Caleb Plant, Shakur Stevenson in the same gym as him. So realistically, when you have that level next to you, there's only one way you're going to go, and that's leveling up. So I think he will, like I said, 2 or 3 more world titles, easy. He's only 29 years old. He's got a long time left in the game, and he will come back. He will, 100%.
Do you ever feel like tempted to follow in his footsteps and, also take the step over to the big land? I know that grass isn't always greener, but I mean, and maybe as a trainer it's a little bit more difficult than as a boxer, but have you ever thought about it?
Honestly, I wouldn't live there, I don't think. I'm happy here, like I've experimented in trying to live in other places, but I'd love to do a camp that side and just see, like I was saying, being involved in camps this side, watching how these guys perform, how they train, where they're at. I'd love to be there and just watch a camp, like just be there and see what these guys do, what makes them that elite, what gives them that extra edge, what makes them better. That's what I'd love to be a part of. And see a trainer, I'd love to shadow a trainer that side. It would be very cool to just shadow somebody, no one in mind, but just cool to be part of something, you know what I mean? And just maybe like a 6-week training camp, but me as a trainer, like Colin did with Freddie Roach, something like that. I mean, he learned a lot from that experience. I'd love to do that, but I wouldn't want to live there, I don't think. I think I'm going to be, my goal is to be the best trainer South Africa's ever seen, and that's where I'm headed.
100%. And thank you very much, Danny, for coming on SA Boxing Talks today. Look forward to coming more to the real boxing here in Boksburg. Let us know, you want to send a message to the South African boxing public? Any thank yous, any shout-outs?
Just thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done. As I said in the interview, I lived overseas, and because of you, I was able to keep up to date with everything that is happening in South African boxing. So you're doing amazing work, and thank you for having me on. It's, like I said, it's a goal. So here we are.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon.
Sweet, thank you.